Bears on the National Mall? On this day in DMV history, March 2nd, 1889, the day the U.S. government finally admitted that keeping live bears and wild bison in the Smithsonian's backyard was a complete and utter disaster. It all started with a brilliant but eccentric guy named William Temple Hornaday. He was a taxidermist who traveled to Montana expecting to shoot the very last American bison. He wanted to bring them back just so future generations could see what they looked like stuffed in a museum. But when he witnessed the bone-chilling devastation of the Western Plains, everything changed. Hornaday completely transformed from a big game hunter into a militant, die-hard conservationist. Instead of just bringing back skins, he hauled a live baby bison named Sandy back to Washington. He stuck that poor bison in a tiny paddock right behind the iconic Smithsonian castle. People absolutely lost their minds, and within months, citizens started mailing live animals to the mall. Suddenly, the brilliant minds at the Smithsonian were managing a chaotic petting zoo of foxes, badgers, and lynxes. They were using the exact same space for a tennis court, a taxidermy studio, and a bear pit. The daily crowd swelled to over 3,000 people, completely overwhelming the scientists and the groundskeepers. They desperately needed a real permanent sanctuary to save these species from total extinction. So on this exact day in DMV history, President Grover Cleveland finally signed the legislation that officially created the National Zoo Park we all know and love. They bought up a rugged, deeply wooded stretch of the Rock Creek Valley and basically hauled over 100 wild animals through the unpaved streets of DC. This bold move gave the DMV its world-famous free zoo and kicked off a massive global conservation movement right in our own backyard. If you could unleash one wild animal to roam the National Mall today, what would it be? Drop your craziest predictions below and share this with that one friend that stops and reads every history sign on the side of the road. Want the full history? Give me a follow and join our free newsletter at thisweekinthe.dmv.com or look for my link in the bio.